że z patriotami nie warto zadzierać, żeby zapamiętali, że my Polskę kochamy, żeby zapamiętali, jakiej Polski chcemy. Nie czerwona, nie laicka, tylko Polska katolicka.
So I'm going to Marsz in Warsaw, but first I will go to Sosnowiec because it's Sunday, and tomorrow on the Monday will be 11th of November. This will be hard, but not today, tomorrow, and I will go back more than four hours. Let's go.
The journey begins. I'm heading north towards Mszana Dolna, then through Kraków, all the way to Sosnowiec.
In the merry month of June, from my home I started, left the girls a tune, but nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear. Kiss me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother. Off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut the stout black horns of Hanish, ghost and gobble his brand new pair of brogues, rattling all the bogs, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the hare and turn down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack full all the
Between Kraków and Sosnowiec, things got really tough. The temperature dropped to just 2 degrees, and I could feel the cold biting through my gloves. It was one of those rides when you start questioning your own idea.
So I'm in Sosnowiec. It's 3.5, so it's cold. 5 minutes to my friend's house. So I took a break to hit my gloves on the engine, and it works pretty well. My thumbs were frozen. Oh yeah.
The next day started in Sosnowiec. Big thanks to Doris for letting me stay overnight. Warm tea, a place to rest, and a chance to get some strength back. I'm ready, I can hit the road to Warsaw. The weather today is much better than last night. Still cold, but at least not so foggy as it was. Deep down, I know the ride back home will be long and difficult. But for now, I'm just focused on reaching Warsaw.
So I put a flag and some kind of this.
On the job from 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
After buying a flag and a wristband, the rest of the way was more pleasant. Having these two artifacts, I quickly reached Warsaw, and after its passage, I reached Sulejówek, the place where the motorcycle parade began. Let's take a short walk and see what interesting things you can find here. My ears instantly recognize the sound of that gear-driven engine, the Honda VFR 800 in its classic red color. I managed to capture a view from above as well, although I have to admit the focus wasn't set correctly. Still, you can clearly see how many riders are taking part in this rally. It's not often you get to see so many gathered in one place. Let's take another look around. There's so much to see here. Yamahas, Suzukis, Harleys, Hondas, Ducatis, so many of them. And beyond the machines, there's the atmosphere. People smile, talk, share stories. Flags flutter in the wind, engines rumble softly in the background. And for a moment, it feels like everyone speaks the same language. The language of freedom, respect, and love for the country. It turns out that when it comes to motorcycles from the Małopolska region, I'm the only one here. People were surprised to see my license plate, so I guess I can feel a little bit special. You can already see how many people have gathered. It's great that they enjoy this kind of event, and it's wonderful that we can celebrate our country's independence in this way. I'm really glad that it still matters to people, that they haven't forgotten how many lives were lost, how much blood was shed over the centuries for our freedom. We're already riding through Warsaw. You can really see how well organized this march is. So many people involved, lots of effort, and the support of security services. Every now and then, marshals ride along to make sure no one overtakes for too long or blocks traffic. Streets along the parade route are closed or redirected, and as soon as the last rider passed, they're reopened. I'm pulling out of the line for a moment to overtake a few motorcycles. Let's see what else interesting we can find here. This event is a real treat for any motorsport or motorcycle enthusiast, and it's a great opportunity to spot your next ride if you're thinking about upgrading your current bike. We're arriving at the shopping center parking lots now. As I ride through, you can see how many motorcycles are parked here. Every type imaginable. It's really great to see how many people this event brings together. At the very end, I passed two classic Suzuki GSX-Rs, beautifully preserved 750s. Even though I'm not a huge fan of inline engines, I really like these bikes. That classic design never gets old. We keep going. I'm heading straight into the city center now, to the starting point of the parade.
Tu można jechać? Można. A gdzie najlepiej będzie pojechać, żeby ich na marsz dojść? Gdzie najlepiej byłoby zaparkować, żeby na marsz dojść?
Pan sobie gdzieś zaparkuje na chodniku, bo to widać.
Czyli tutaj można gdzieś na chodniku, tak?
Pan gdzieś w samochodzie, czy tu na chodniku, pan
Dobra,
zaparkuje.
dzięki.
We are reaching the very end of the parade. As you can see, the march is slowly starting to move. I will try to make my way through the crowd and find my friend, with whom I plan to participate in the march together. I hope he brought a pair of gloves for me. On the way back I'm planning to wear 2 layers.
Resztki honoru mej ojczyzny. Resztki honoru.
Nie wzięli nie rękawice z tego, nie, bo... Znaczy ja w samochodzie. Ale ja też mam nockę. Stary, ja byłem człowieku jakieś 200 metrów do przodu, tam jeszcze chyba taki sznur. Tak?
Ja się przebiłem
Sorry, stary, jak zaczął się marsz, to ja pół godziny przestałem w miejscu, które potem ruszyliśmy.
Szanowni Państwo, raz jeszcze zakrzyknijmy, żeby zapamiętali sobie, że z patriotami nie warto zadzierać, żeby zapamiętali, że my Polskę kochamy, żeby zapamiętali, jakiej Polski chcemy, nie czerwona, nie laicka, tylko Polska katolicka.
Somewhere along the route I saw a banner saying, "Real patriots don't march with fascists." Honestly, that kind of message only divides people. I've never felt hatred or extremism here. Only pride, respect and love for Poland. This day should bring us together, not tear us apart.
Ja tam jadę wiosną, bo ten ziomek, co z nim jeździłem dookoła Polski, pojechał właśnie na Ukrainę przez Białoruś.
It might seem that in all this noise, the firecrackers, vuvuzelas, people singing, someone could feel unsafe or in danger. But nothing could be further from the truth. This isn't my first march, not even my second or third. And I have to say, I have never once felt threatened at any of them. In many shots of this video, you can see that the march isn't only attended by adults, men and women, but also by their children. Often even the youngest ones, still in strollers, are brought along by their mothers to be shown love for their homeland from an early age. I think scenes like this prove better than anything else that it's a safe event. organized in a way that encourages more and more people to join every year. This place, this march, more than any other event in Poland, brings people together rather than divides them. Though I believe that's true mainly for those who are actually here, not for ones watching through the screens of public television. With the end of the march, I'm starting my journey back home. Luckily, my friend had an extra pair of gloves and lent them to me. So I'm riding with two pairs on. It's not the most comfortable setup, but at least it's a bit warmer. I stopped to grab something to eat. And now I'm taking off my gloves before going inside. When I stopped for fuel earlier, I made the mistake of walking in with them on. Then trying to take them off inside, it was a real struggle. This time I will take them off outside and wait a moment before going in. The ride back along the highway with temperatures around 1.5 degrees Celsius isn't exactly pleasant. When I finally leave the highway and the last railway crossing, I hit thick fog and drizzle, which makes the trip home even more difficult. At last, I'm home. Even the camera has started to freeze a little, but I made it safely. I roll into the garage, park the bike, and I can officially call this trip a success. Thank you so much for watching, and I would like to invite each of you to experience the Independence March in Poland.